Hey guys, hope you're well. So this week is Yorkshire week. I thought of collaborating with a few of our Yorkshire stockists to bring you this recipe video. And today we're at Blackahall Farm Shop. So let's go grab some ingredients. Ooh, by the way, don't forget to wear your mask. Make sure the blue is outside, the white is inside. And okay, let's go. Thank you very much. Right, I got my beef from Blackahall Farm Shop. Right guys, let's get started. Get a plate and then put your beef on top. Next, get your salt ready because you're gonna season the beef with some salt. This is gonna give your beef the flavor of the gods. Now, make sure you rub the salt all over, including the sides. Then, right after that, it's when you add the magic. The magic is satay chili paste. Now you're going to add 2 tablespoons of satay chili paste and then give it the best massage in the world. Keep rubbing it, keep rubbing it. Yes, that's right. Now tap, 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 tap and leave it aside. Now a roast would not be a roast without some vegetables. So we're going to use some parsnips. Or is it parsnips? I never know how to pronounce it, you know. Now get your knives, chop it up, chop it up, chop it up. Then next we have some carrots to add the colors as well as some sweetness to it. Yep, same thing like the parsnips? Okay, anyway. So just cut them up and then remember you need some onions as well to give it a nice flavor. Add some onions. Now move your vegetable aside and take your baking tray and put a baking sheet on top. Give it a good massage as if it's on a spa retreat. Next, let's go on to pour in some oil onto the baking sheet. Then you're going to add all your vegetables on it. Then make sure you give your vegetables a good toss, making sure each and every piece has got that lovely oil in it. Then season it with a bit of salt before adding your lovely marinated beef on top of it. Now I'm adding the beef on top of it so that when it cooks, all the juice will just melt into vegetables. Now place your roast beef into the oven and roast it on 230 degrees Celsius for 20 minutes. Then lower down the heat to 175 and continue cooking for another 20 minutes before taking it out from the oven. Place a cooling rack. Then put your roast beef on top. Look at how amazing it is, the top of the skin part. Yum. And make sure you rest your beef with a kitchen foil. That will ensure that the beef will turn out very juicy. So guys, while the roast beef is resting, let's start making the gravy. So for the gravy, get your saucepan and turn on the heat. There we go. So I'm adding a bit of butter in. There we go. Let's give it a good whisk in there. Half a cup of water. There we go. 1 cube of beef stock. Just give it a good whisk. I'm just gonna add about half a teaspoon of onion powder. And then I'm gonna add half a teaspoon of garlic powder. There you go. Wow, it smells really good here. Let's add some black pepper. Some corn flour mixed with some cold water. And our gravy is done. Okay guys, so I've transferred all my gravy into this little jug over here so it's easy for pouring. Now make sure your satay chili paste is ready as well. I'm just gonna pop this at the side. Our roast beef has been resting for about 30 minutes now, so I'm just gonna lift this up and show you guys the amazing roast beef. Now I don't have a carving knife, I know, right? So I'm gonna be using a serrated bread knife because it's easy for carving. I've been using this for quite some time now. Look at this, guys. Oh, before I forget, we actually have some Yorkshire pudding in the oven there, just heat it up. just gonna pop it onto my plate. Next, I'm gonna add some vegetables in. And finally, the roast beef. Okay, now before we tuck in, let's add our beef gravy. To that gravy on top, I just love a bit more satay paste. So let's just add a big dollop of satay paste on top. Yum. Right guys, time to tuck in. So, oops, let's just tuck in. It's so flavorful, guys. It's so amazing. It's juicy, it's tender, it's got a bit of a spice to it, a tiny bit, and I just love the nutty end taste to it. Perfect. Now guys, if you're making a Yorkshire roast this weekend, why not try this recipe out? And if you've got any questions or suggestions, leave them in the comments down below, and I'll see you next time. Ta-ra! What about our next dish? Let's go find out. Hey guys, now I'm in York Farm, or it used to be called Minskip Farm Shop.